Well, it's the beginning of a month again, so that means a brand new playlist for you guys made entirely of songs that pop in my head at the beginning of every single day. So let's go for this one. Should be good. Hey guys, how you doing? My name is codename BIGBEAR or Stuart. If you want to call me by my first name, welcome to a special Bears Den. And again, this is a brand new playlist for you. Now, obviously, this is the, I say obviously, if you were watching Bears Den last month, you may have seen a very similar video to this, where I actually started this entire project. It was where I build a playlist of songs made from the very first song that pops in my head every single morning. So I have a playlist starting from the first of the month to the end of the month. Very first song, no matter what it is, if it's Christmas, if it's metal, if it's J-pop, it doesn't matter, it goes in the playlist. And then at the end of the month, I build that playlist and send out to you guys with a video like this. Now obviously, it does come every month, but if you want me to do it weekly, let me know in the comments down below, that'd be really helpful. But, you know the rules, I've just explained that. Let's just start this whole thing, and I'm going to read them from a pad because I cannot remember all 30 songs at once, so sorry about that. Alright, so the first song was System of a Down's, one of their latest records, Protect the Land, which is an absolute banger. If you haven't listened to it, I'd fully recommend. It's a really, really great song. And it's System of a Down through and through, except it doesn't drop that ultra heavy bit. It's just like chugs along as the entire song goes through. So it's really, really cool. The next song after that is White Stripes' Apple Blossom. It's a nice, lovely song. I'm really glad it was there, to be honest. Song after that is by a band that really disappointed me in the last decade or so, because when they first came out, they looked like 70s, delinquents. And it was great. They had flares, they had the long hair, they had the beards, they had this nice 70s sound, and it was fantastic, and it was the Kings of Leon. And then they bring out Sex is on Fire, and everything went to, well, it just became awful after that. They sold out. They sold out completely. I really felt they weren't being themselves, and I felt beforehand they were. But the song that I was listening to, or the song that popped in my head, sorry, was Molly's Chambers, and that is an absolute tune. The first 3 albums are definitely worth listening to. After that, don't even bother. And if you have opinions about that, again, let me know. I will respond somewhere. Next song is So Easy by Guns N' Roses, followed by Moon Baby by Godsmack. In fact, I first ever heard of Godsmack when I first went to see Metallica when I was 16 years old at, I want to say, Earl's Court. It was Earl's Court. And I saw them live, thought they were incredible, bought a self-titled album and loved it, and this is the first song on the track. The first track on that album. I know what I'm saying, but Moon Baby, very good song.
I have no choice but to terrify you by ratcheting up the alert level a couple of notches to Blackwatch Plaid.
After that, we need to change our warning scale from Blackwatch Plaid all the way up to Rush's Moving Pictures, because it is Rush Tom Sawyer. And that little video is just so you understood that reference, because I know it's obscure, I'm sorry. But it's a very cool song again, you know, it's Tom Sawyer. If you haven't heard of it, listen to it, it's really good. We're going to change the genre a bit. Literally, on these days when I woke up, apparently rap was the thing that was in my head. And if I mention Outkast to you, there are going to be probably 3 songs pop in your head. Caroline, Hey Ya, and Ms. Jackson. And that's the one that popped in my head that particular morning. Ms. Jackson is obviously a legendary song. Anyone here's, sorry, Ms. Jackson? No matter what, you're going to get a reply of, woo! So yeah, it's a good song. And to be honest, this playlist is just shaping up quite nicely. But after that was Lose Yourself by Eminem. I believe it was an Oscar-nominated or Oscar-winning song. But yeah, the one with Mum Spaghetti on it. So, you know, good song. I like to follow that one. That was a good one. Then we're going to have 2 completely different genres. But the next song is honestly one of the most catchy songs that's ever been recorded. And it is Club Tropicana by Wham. And then the song after that is a song that just wouldn't expect to follow, and it's Them Bones by Alice in Chains. I saw Alice in Chains 2006, obviously after he died, and yeah, they were really good, and I really want to see them again, and I'd love to. After that is the cartoon legends, the Gorillas, with one of their second album songs, Dare. It's quite a good one. You know, everyone knows it, let's face it. Now, if I was to show you this image, I'm gonna guess you're gonna know what song is coming up if you've been on the internet at any point in the last 15 odd years, because it is the 4 Non Blondes' What's Up. This song regularly gets stuck in my head just during the day, and I woke up with it one day, and yeah, that's what I came up with. I'm gonna open up a window. It is so warm in here. Next is back to grunge with Once and Pearl Jam, a band I was going to see twice this year, but obviously things happened, got cancelled. I was going to see them last year, same deal. And so hopefully next year I'll get to see them 3 times. I don't know, but I really want to see Pearl Jam. After that is Culture Club, Karma Chameleon. Does anybody remember this phone? Because anytime I hear that song, this is what I remember. Yeah. Then we have Skindred with Kill the Power. Yeah, if you haven't heard of Skindred, if you've ever played Need for Speed Underground 2, you definitely have, because the song Nobody is on that, and it's just fantastic. But these boys are from Newport, and, well, I say these boys, they're much older than I am, but these guys are from Newport, and they absolutely kick ass, and they're definitely worth listening to. Kill Power is just a great song. And then we actually have, for this entire project, our first repeat song, and it's So Easy by Guns N' Roses again. Now, for the playlist, what I have done is I put on the cover version by Eagles Death Metal on there. So yes, you do have the same song, but at least it's a different version, and it's not very doesn't feel like it's repeating itself too much. But yeah, so Easy by Guns N' Roses is our first repeat song of this entire project. I'd like to see how that goes throughout this entire year and this whole project. So it'll be quite fun. And a band that I don't really like to admit I enjoy, but Limp Bizkit, and a song called Nookie. Yeah, that's the one. And then Queen, We Will Rock You, absolute classic. Come on, let's face it, everyone knows all that rubbish, and everyone just really enjoys it. So then we have, because, well, it's quite relevant, at least when recording this, we've had several lovely days, and it is the song Lovely Day by Bill Withers. Followed up by Chain of Fools, but not Aretha Franklin, the Commitments version. Specifically the Commitments version. It's actually the version that I would have first ever heard because my family loved that film. And it was on regularly, and they have an album, and they played that album on a regular basis. So it was definitely the one that sticks in my mind more often than not. If you've never heard of the Commitments version, or Commitments in general, 1, go watch that film. 2, find both the albums. There's a black and white one and a red and black one, I think. Yeah, they're both just very good, full of great soul music, and the film is just fantastic as well. And following that up by Portugal the Man, Live in the Moment, which the video, actually, if you ever watch it on YouTube, it has cars driving around with like these giant puppets on the top. Reminds me of Wallace and Gromit, Curse of Werribee, where Gromit is puppeteering a rabbit. And it looks quite fun, and it just reminds me of that quite a lot. After that, which is actually quite, probably a very appropriate song for the month of June, but it is I'm Coming Out by Diana Ross. Again, another song that pops in my head on a quite regular basis. It's extremely catchy, it's very good, I do enjoy it. And yeah, it's Pride Month, so again, quite appropriate. Oh yeah, it is Pride Month, isn't it? Oh, let's change that bad boy. And then we have a seasonal song. There's not a Christmas one, it is a Halloween song. And it is from a Christmas movie, or a Halloween movie, or whatever it is you decide to look at it. Either way, it's not a Tim Burton movie. I don't care what anyone says, it's not. Nightmare Before Christmas is a Henry Selick film, and Tim Burton, I'm not going to get into it, but anyway, the song is This Is Halloween. That's the song that was in my head by Danny Elfman, or the cast of the Nightmare Before Christmas. It's not a Tim Burton movie. It's not. No. Followed that out by Rammstein, Feuer Frei. I definitely pronounced that wrong, but Rammstein, that one song that they had in that film that nobody cares about anymore, but Triple X with Vin Diesel, that was the song they used to promote it, and it was in there, and apparently they were in the film. I don't know, I don't remember, it was years ago since I saw it, it was rubbish, didn't enjoy it. But Feuer Frei, it's the one that goes bang, bang, that one, yeah, it's all the fire. It's very, very good. Followed that up by The Who, Substitute. I genuinely thought that was like a Beach Boys song or something before, until this list, and I had to search for it. Yeah, so The Who, I didn't realise they did this song. More you know, eh? Now this song is probably the most sensual song on the entire list that we've had so far. It is the M&S song, the Marks and Spencer's advert song. It is Albatross by Fleetwood Mac. Genuinely just a great song. If you've never actually listened to it fully, now you know the title of it. It's called Albatross. I fully recommend it. I had the joy of seeing Peter Green live, the guy who wrote this, several years ago, probably about 10, 12 years ago, something on those lines now, and he was great, but he has since died. And I was very happy to see him because his work with Fleetwood Mac in the early days is some of the best. Green Manalishi, Albatross, obviously, and what's it, Black Magic Woman as well, which actually Santana covered and made very, very famous, but his version is the original, and it's very good as well. Definitely worth listening to as well. And then a band that I kind of enjoyed the first album, Hybrid Theory's alright. I'm not a big fan of Linkin Park. They kind of got a bit much. Second album was absolute rubbish. Reanimated was also rubbish. I did not enjoy. But this one is, in the end, it's an alright song. But there it is. That's that one that's in my head. And then we get to a disco classic by the Beegees. Well, it's if you don't know it from this move, then it's something's wrong with you. But it's Staying Alive. Beegees classic. So it's there. Like I said, this whole list is very eclectic and very strange, but it worked. It's working so far. I think it's a good mix of something here for everybody so far. It's quite good. It's quite good. But by the aforementioned band earlier, I say aforementioned, the one I mentioned slightly earlier, but Beach Boys with Good Vibrations. Good Vibrations is just a great song. And if you don't like the Beach Boys, oh well, tough. It's on the list anyway. The next song is a reggae classic by the man himself, Bob Marley, with No Woman, No Cry. It's quite a sad song, really, if you think about it. But the next song that follows up, which is the last song on this entire list, by a guy called Len, or a band called Len, with Steal My Sunshine. So we go from quite sad to a very happy Steal My Sunshine song. But guys, there you go. That is my Spotify list that I have created. Again, the list is below. You will find it very easily in the links. If not, if you want to type in the Spotify, Big Bear's playlist, brackets, April 2021. Was it April? No, May 2021. April was last month's. You find it very, very easily as well. It is open for everybody to have a look at. But if you enjoy this list, again, please comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of my music that's in my head every single morning. That'll be quite interesting for me to do. If you want me to do this more regularly, you want to do it every single week, so you can have the playlist build up each week for you. Then again, let me know. I'll happily do that for you. It wouldn't be a problem at all. Just take every 7 days, and then I'll produce a video for it quite easily. But yeah, guys, that was my special Bears Den. Again, another Spotify playlist part 2, May 2021. Guys, have yourself a lovely day, and don't forget to be nice to each other, yeah? See you soon.